Hey guys, Speed here, and I'm doing a first impressions of gameplay update 7.19c. So first off, the only item change was blade mail, which is a little bit weird to me. So I didn't think this item was necessarily that good. I guess the game thinks so. But what I see in this cooldown nerf specifically is heroes like Axe are really crushed by this, in my opinion, because Axe already had this issue where, you know, if you didn't get this good call, sometimes you're underwhelming, and a lot of times you would need blade mail to make your calls effective. And that 5 seconds, especially, you know, waiting, like 5 seconds in a fight is the difference between killing someone and not. You know, I would say more than half the time. So I think heroes, I don't know, Axe just comes to my mind. I feel like the heroes gets really crushed by this. Not completely, of course, but just pretty brutal, you know. I guess it's good for, like, you know, maybe nerfing Spectre in a sense. Maybe that's why they did it. But, you know, you can really hurt some of the underplayed heroes like Axe, in my opinion. So, the only notable one, in my opinion, I don't think the other ones are that big of a deal. You know, they obviously, it's a nerf's a nerf, but the only big one, in my opinion, is the base strength. You know, that definitely can matter in the laning stage, because the hero is very fragile, but he does a lot of damage, so it definitely matters. Alright, CM, very small nerf. Kind of surprised she got nerfed. I thought she was kind of falling off, but it's alright. Alright, this Brambles change was needed. I don't know if these changes will make Willow irrelevant, because I think this hero is just ridiculous. Not ridiculous, but it's almost, it just provides so much. It does so much. All these cooldown nerfs and durations, I mean, I guess just everything here. I'm sorry. Yeah, just everything here kind of chips away at the hero, which they've been trying to do for a while. I think Dark Willow is very similar to Ursa and Weaver, where it's going to take a lot of nerfs to really cripple this hero because of how much utility it provides. You know, that's why I think it's a very, very similar hero to, you know, Ursa and Weaver in a lot of ways, where it needs to get nerfed so much, or the meta needs to shift away from its strength so much before it actually gets pushed out. You know, Ursa and Weaver got nerfed so much, and roaming kind of fell off a little bit, so that kind of eventually took away the hero. But even at TI, we saw him played. So I don't think this will phase out Willow, and I don't think this will phase out Clinks. I don't think these nerfs are enough, in my opinion. Maybe Willow this is fine. Clinks, I think maybe could have gotten hit harder. Not sure. I think maybe if people figure out how to play against Clinks, he might have been weaker anyway, so it's okay. Okay, this was needed for anyone who doesn't understand this. People started buying Shaker Axe because it provided you a crazy amount of mobility. Blink got nerfed to 15 seconds, and one of the main strengths was that roots. It was like old Storm Zip and old Ember Spear Remnant, where you can on Shaker just use your enchant totem jump with Ags, even when you're rooted, which didn't make any sense. That got changed. So Enchantress, a pretty big strength nerf for the early stages. It scales better now, but I think this is pretty important because the hero will often live on very small amounts of HP and just heal up. So I think this is quite good. And then another movement speed nerf and an intelligence nerf as well. So definitely hurting Enchantress's laning stage. I'm totally cool with this. I think this hero it just needs to be more of a situational pick. It can't be, I think it's just way too flexible. Ink Spell no longer makes the target immune to attacks. Whoa, okay, that is really, really, really weird. Yeah. Really weird. Alright, so this ability was really, really good in the lane, and in a lot of mid-game situations and late-game situations where you could just prevent them from getting hit. But now it doesn't silence or disarm, which also is a big deal. So I don't actually know. I think obviously this makes it situationally. I think this makes it more of a overall, not better, but more. It's just better in more games, right? Because in a lot of games, maybe you don't want to, or situations, it's less situation because you wouldn't want to silence someone or disarm them. But now that doesn't happen. But it's not a save, so you can use it. It's more of an aggressive spell now, is what I'm going to say. It's definitely more, it's not meant for the defensive. It's definitely meant more for someone to run in. Heroes now that come to mind, in my opinion, is like maybe the Arcseer, right? Because you don't get silenced, so when the spell is ending, you can vacuum them all all on top of yourself and be like have some like mini echo. That seems pretty cool. Definitely is something I would be interested in trying out. Could be awesome. And Soulbind Duration, no big deal. Skip over that. Phantom Lancer agility gain. Hero is going to be picked in the same situations. This talent was broken. Not what broken, but it was one of the reasons Phoenix was nerfed. I mean OP, so not OP, but in meta. So small nerf to it. I think this is appropriate. I don't think this hero was one of the top meta heroes, but I think it was very good, and this talent was one of the reasons. So small nerf to it, fine with me. Last word, this is appropriate. The spell's way too good level 1. I don't know why it did 150 damage previously. And another mana increase to Arcane Curse. That is actually insane. And a nerf to Global Silence. Okay, this is really going to drain this hero out of mana because you actually do have mana issues on Silencer. Because if you're trying to push out waves and spam your spells, it takes a lot of mana. So, I'm surprised. I thought they would maybe nerf the damages, but another mana nerf, 25. That means the spell has gone up in total 50 mana. That is a big deal. Really a huge deal. Okay, Desolate. Okay. Desolate radius increased? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a huge nerf. Okay, I understand this now. Wow, okay. Definitely a huge nerf. So, pretty much, it's a lot harder to use Desolate now. Just a lot harder. 125 radius? That's a ton. Oh, there's actually Storm Spirit. It's gonna get nerfed, which is a little bit sad in my opinion. Hero's really fun to watch and play. Alright, Dispersion. Okay, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's a good nerf, but I think I would maybe like to see it get reduced to like 20% at level 4. That's okay. The mana nerf, this definitely can hurt Spectre. Here are some mana issues, especially if you're farming and not using Clarity, so it's not bad. Massive talent nerfs. Massive talent nerfs, I think. So the 4L stats level 10 is kind of nice, but the problem is it overlaps with the 5 health regen. So now what is going to be happening, I think, is that people are going to be taking... okay, so 10, I'm not sure, to be honest. But at level 15, I don't think you'll take Desolate damage. You didn't take it. I don't think you took it, unless I'm mistaken. You didn't take it at level 10 anyway, over the health regen. I'm not much of a Spectre player, to be honest, so I don't know. But now, in my opinion, you'll definitely take the 10-second Spectral Dagger cooldown. But with the Haunt mana cost increase, you might have a lot of mana issues, but I guess Spectres will be spam buying Clarities and spamming Dagger, because I actually think the Spectre Dagger cooldown was quite good. It was just the other one, 8 stats, was hard to pass up. So I don't even know if that's that much of a nerf, in my opinion, because it kind of frees up the Spectral Dagger cooldown, in a sense, but it's definitely an overall nerf. Okay, static remnant damage decreased by 20. This definitely matters because it will throw off Storm's like farming pattern. That's actually one I kind of want to test. So pretty much why I think this is important is, only problem, it's a little bit hard to test because I don't know how strong these creeps are compared to like when Storm would actually hit level 9. But I kind of need to wait for the next wave. But what's going to happen, I think, potentially, is that the creeps... What I want to know is if you can Remnant, hit, and then Overload, and if that will kill the wave. Because if not, and you have to auto-attack all them, that's really, really annoying. And we'll make the hero inefficient, so... Alright, so like, I think the old one would have killed those creeps, right? But now it leaves them on this awkward HP, where you have to hit them all again. I think stronger creeps that might have happened anyway. Maybe if I do zip damage to them. I'll try one more, and then I'm going to go back. But I think this is one where it's kind of hard to analyze, like, and it looks minor, but I think it might be bigger than it actually seems. So if I zip damage... Okay, actually... Okay, I don't know about stronger creeps, but it seems as if you do zip damage, maybe it's not a big deal. Ursa, Fury Swipes damage nerfed by quite a bit level 1, 3 damage. Nothing crazy. Okay, that is massive. 40 damage at all levels, really? I'm very surprised, because that is a huge nerf. Pretty much Ursa's just not that great. Not that he's not great. He's still good in laning stage, and he's still going to win the matchups he would crush, but this definitely hurts him. 40 damage, that's a ton. You would often use it to get CS, but now it's barely better than like an auto attack with the Fury swipes. Like 1 Fury swipes, so it's like the same, I should say. Okay, that is a big nerfed magic missile. You'd be surprised how big of a deal that is. I think for a lot of people might underestimate that. 350, it's like, that's a huge deal. And the moon speed nerf, it's only 5, so it doesn't matter that much, but for a hero that needs to be in position a lot of times, could matter, who knows. But, okay, Weaver base intelligence, sure it hurts the hero by quite a bit, because the hero has a very bad issue with that. Okay, so the talents, so I think this is quite alright. Now pretty much you're always going to get mana break on Weaver, because I don't think it takes Kushi damage. I'm not sure. Maybe there's some games you can justify it, or mana break is just useless, but it gives damage, so I don't think so. Time of cooldown, that's pretty big. 10 seconds definitely can matter. I think that's quite reasonable. And so is this. I think Weavers will still be picked quite a lot, in my opinion. I think these nerfs hurt the hero, but I don't think they crush it, because it's still really obnoxious and hard to deal with. It didn't really get its laning nerf too hard. Like, it's what I thought would get nerfed, the Sakuchi damage. But I guess they kind of buffed it, so that maybe they didn't want to nerf it. What is this? That is actually insane. I feel bad for Wraith King, man. It's like this hero was like, it's like so nice, just good stuff. It was really obnoxious to play against, to be fair. 1.1 seconds. That is I feel like that's one of the biggest nerfs I've seen in a while. Maybe that's an over exaggeration, but that's pretty crazy. 2 to 1.1 seconds. Actually insane. I'm pretty shocked. Even this. Okay. Wait, so is it a damage spell now? Actually? Pretty much what they're saying is like your stun can be used to harass in the lane, but you certainly will not catch anyone with it. It's good. It still can cancel TPs, I guess. Still can get you an extra auto attack, but it is not as broken as it nearly was level 1. It was just an obnoxious level 1 spell. It's still fairly good though. I think this hero should still be played. I don't know if it will still be played. This vampiric aura is now a melee only ability. Is very brutal. Certain heroes like gyrocopters, Weaver clings, all these heroes that can really benefit from it. Almost anyone really, any right clicker of course. That's ranged, kind of gets hit pretty hard. It definitely affects like its viability and things like drow strats. I think he could be picked as an offline drow quite reliably, but I don't know, we'll see. And the last one, Zeus strength gain reduced. Not too much to talk about for Zeus. So what I'm going to say is I think this patch was really good, in my opinion. I think a lot of the heroes that were obnoxious got nerfed in the right reasons. Not too hard, which I like, they're still pickable. But we'll see how people react, because often people overreact to nerfs and then they'll be like, we gotta figure out other things, and then they'll start experimenting with other heroes. So I think there's a lot of heroes that are unpicked, pretty much, that are really viable. Heroes that didn't get touched that I thought maybe would. Alk didn't get touched. He got nerfed decently hard with the boundary change, but I don't think it hard enough, in my opinion. I think the hero's still obnoxious to play against. So I'm actually a little bit surprised I don't get nerfed, because I think that it's not good in pubs really, but it's still really, really good in competitive play. It's still super good. Things like Gyro are still broken. Anything else I think probably could have gotten addressed that didn't? I think PL could have gotten nerfed a little bit harder. I don't think Tiny got nerfed, which is a little bit surprising actually. Tiny did not get nerfed. Did he get nerfed the last patch? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, okay, well, it was the... right, okay. yeah, so Tiny is still going to be popular. I think that hero maybe could have received one more nerf, but I suppose it's okay. I think maybe people are overvaluing the hero. Did Necrophos get touched? I think it might be the same thing. Last patch, but not this patch. Just very minimal. Okay, I kind of would have liked to see more of a Necro nerf. I think the hero is just, it's pretty obnoxious. I don't think it's a very fun hero for Dota. I think it's just kind of this pick, you just pick whenever you want. It's just like, alright, it'll do pretty well most of the time. Anything else before I wrap up this video? I'm glad Prophet's not getting nerfed, I can say that. Big Prophet fan here. No, I'm not noticing anything. Let me know if you guys have any comments, anything you're interested, anything I confused you on, or just anything at all, really. Yeah, definitely let me know. Definitely a good patch in my opinion. I would say if I had to pick one that I think was the biggest nerf, it's this blast duration, no doubt. I don't think there's one that matches up with it, really. This Ursa one's a big deal as well, and Spectre overall definitely got hurt by quite a large margin. Will it still get picked? I'm gonna say yes, but I think what this patch does pretty much is make all these broken heroes a little bit more situational. Are they all still gonna get picked? Yeah, I'm sure you'll still see Klings, you'll still see Spectre, you're still gonna see Ench, you're still gonna see all these heroes. People might just try to experiment more with other heroes, which I think is ideal for Dota. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.